Bienvenido a nuestro canal de YouTube. Qué bueno que estés interesado en ver este video. Tenemos muchos otros videos, todos traducidos. Algunos son contenido original nuestro, otros van a ser videos originales de GrooveFunnels traducidos, con subtítulos en español para tu conveniencia, de forma tal de que vas a poder conseguir toda una gama inmensa de información en nuestro canal. Te invitamos a que hagas clic en el botón de suscribirse, clic en el botón de las notificaciones, que es la campanita, y te invitamos adicionalmente a que formes parte de nuestro grupo de GrooveFunnels en español en Facebook. Ese link de invitación lo vas a conseguir en los comentarios. Gracias, esperamos que disfrutes este video y que te suscribas a nuestro canal y que formes parte de nuestra comunidad de GrooveFunnels en español en Facebook. Chao, disfrútalo y aprende mucho. Esperamos que aprendas mucho.
Ladies and gentlemen, Imperfect Action Challenge module number 2. Today we're working with funnel design in GroovePages. I am honestly super stoked that you're here. If you were doing the module number 1 challenge and the tasks, you're probably eagerly waiting for what's to come today. And I can tell you today we are rolling up our sleeves and jumping into actually do something that others can see as well. Until now, we went through the planning and the structure phases, and today we are actually diving in deep into the platforms of Groove and then doing the work that will be seen by your customers, by your users. There will be things that I will mention again. Guys, this is called Imperfect Action Challenge. So the challenge here is to be imperfect. Okay, it doesn't say that you have to do everything exactly as it is, exactly as it should be on the, like, if you got a product, you probably have some sales pages that you will model, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the exact copy from what we will be doing. I will mention that again, but just remember, the name of this challenge is Imperfect Action Challenge. So in case you are joining into this challenge, please just jump into the comment section, say, hi, David, I'm here, hashtag Imperfect Action Challenge. I would like to see you also interact on this in the comment section so that we push this Imperfect Action Challenge to more people. The more you comment, the more people will be able to see it, the more we can help them, the more they will be able to help other people with their products, with their funnels, with their services, and so on. So comment, like, subscribe to the channel in case you haven't yet. This is where we are doing the actual Imperfect Action Challenge every Monday. So subscribe to the YouTube channel because then you will be getting notified when we actually do have the videos. So let's just jump in quickly, say hello to everybody. So stoked about today. Dell is saying, yes, I'm excited. Financial education. Hi, David. Mike Lewis is watching us. Hey from Ivan. Narayan is saying, awesome, David. The pay solution worked. Thanks. George Williams is watching us. Ilya is saying hello. Miles is watching us. Lavanya, Sue, Tim Webster. Edgar is here. Christine, Del Edwards, Mill Sales, Luis Aparicio. So we have a great crowd of people watching us today. Online Biz Liz, Hiba, Bob G, Brad Case, Joshua Anor, Karen is here, and so on. Like, we have a lot of people. Thank you very much, guys, for jumping in. I want to make it easier for you to actually get up and running, start something, and create your businesses without headaches. Okay, when we're talking about headaches, let's just see what our next slide is saying. It will be saying what we are doing today. And this is the module number 2, funnel design in GroovePages. We are doing design, and this gives a lot of people headaches. What colors to use, what text to use, what images to use, where to put my images, where to put my text, what color to put my text in. Like, this one will be red, this one will be blue. Like, today, we are solving all that headache for you because you don't have to think about that. We have a template that we will follow, and this template you got most probably when you downloaded your products through the step-by-step system from module 1. We went to a to a site where we got products, and then we'll be using those products and the assets that they gave us today. So in case you do have any questions during the session, during the training, please use Q in front of your questions. Sometimes I just pause and I answer some questions, but most of the times I will be doing the answering of the questions at the end of the session. So we will have a Q&A section or Q&A time at the end of the stream, at the end of the training. So make sure you stay until the end. Make sure you learn everything that there is to learn from this module, and then ask your questions in case something was not clear. If something is still a problem that you are not fully understanding how to solve. So Q&A session at the end of this training. Stay until the end, and then we can get them answered for you. Okay. The next slide is questions and posts. In case you're not attending this live stream, you can just jump into the Facebook group from Groove Digital, okay? And in case you have any questions or posts related to this challenge, in case you want to ask the members and the attendees of this challenge, you can just put hashtag Imperfect Action Challenge. This will mark it and it will tag it so that everybody can see it. And let me show you why exactly. Okay, let's just go into the Groove Digital Facebook group. I will make it bigger for you guys in a second. But when you search for Imperfect Action Challenge, it will actually show up all the posts. Imperfect Action Challenge. Okay? It is giving you all the posts with a hashtag Imperfect Action Challenge. Or in case you found the post and you want to click on the actual post, let me just zoom in this way. You found the post and you want to actually click on this blue link. When you click on it, it will pull up all the posts and all the things that were shared in regards to this challenge. And I was super happy, and everybody in the company, everybody online is buzzing about this challenge. Even some of the competitors I've seen are starting something similar because you guys did the work. Get a company to get its people, to get its members and the buyers and the users to do the action is the most hardest thing to do. Even though the members pay, I don't know, thousands for the actual product, most of them will not do the action. And then the competitors and the companies that do similar things as Groove does can really get jealous because you guys did the actual action. And I'm super happy to see this. If you click on this hashtag Imperfect Action Challenge and you scroll through, you can see all the people that are participating, asking questions about it. And this makes me and everybody in the group that doesn't know about this challenge gets excited, okay? Because, oh my God, something is happening. Everybody is putting his imperfect action module this, module that. It's just getting people activated, getting people excited about using this suite of tools. And this is what we want to do. We want to get you excited about the future. So let's just go back to the presentation and then let's just see what's next. So I want to do a quick recap of what we were doing on the previous module. Module number 1 was just an introduction and structure. And then in case you haven't seen that one yet, make sure you click on this link. I will share this presentation with you at the end of this training. So you'll be able to click on this link. But in case you haven't seen, just type in Imperfect Action Challenge Module 1 anywhere online. Even in Google, it is showing up now, so you can find it there. Just watch that first, okay? It will be much clearer if you've watched the first module and then you come to this second module in case you haven't seen that one yet. So this challenge is about creating something awesome without the need of a platinum GrooveFunnels account. Every free member can start doing something with that one as well. You don't have to have a product, okay? Because we went out there in module number 1, found the product, we took this product and we are going to sell that product. You don't have to have any previous knowledge. I will be doing step by step, and at the end I'm planning to make some money with it, and I will also show you how that looks like in the dashboard and things like that when we actually make a sale. I will go until we make sales, Okay, and this is my goal for you. I want you to make sales. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be a thousandaire or a 10,000aire or a millionaire at the end of this training. Most probably not many of you will be. I'm betting that there will be people that will use this knowledge and make a lot of money from it. But I want you to make $1. At the end of this training, I want you to make $1. In case you already made $1, I want you to make $10. Okay, so I want you to set goals for yourself that you will be making money. You just need to go step by step by step, by module, and follow these instructions that I'm giving you over here. And at the end, from no knowledge, you made money. How awesome would that be? You were sitting in a school for years and years, and now you come onto a challenge that is free, available on YouTube. Everybody's doing it. You have free tools to use. You have free products to sell, and you just make money from just a couple of hours of your time spent watching a video. That would be crazy, huh? So this is what my goal is for you. I want you to make $1. No creatives needed. All the tools that we share here and all the assets that you may have gotten when you went through the first module, you probably have all the things that you need: the creatives, the images, the videos, the things like that. You don't have to create yourself those either. You don't have to have pre-written copy between the assets from the module number 1, from the product that you got. Sorry, you got also pre-made sales pages and the landing pages and the upsell pages and thank you pages that are already pre-written. We'll just take that copy, paste it on our side, and we'll start using it. And you don't have to have money as an investment, okay? So this training, I'm going through to create something for you that you can do without any investments needed. There are steps that money can solve, and there are systems that can be done using money in case you want to increase the speed of this working. But I can tell you, even for traffic, and I found a couple of great solutions which I'm playing with. Some of you may know already. I found some solutions that pull in people even while they're sleeping. Yesterday, I was watching opera with my wife's grandfather, and I was getting notifications on my phone. This person liked your page. This person liked your, I don't know, content. This done this, this done that. And I just set that system up 1 hour before. So there are automatic ways for free that you can start using, and you don't need money even for that. But let's just wrap up with this and then start diving into this today's training. We're going to go through this together for free, okay? As I mentioned, there is no money investment needed. If you have money, that's fine. In case you don't have money, you need some time. We don't count the time investment, because without actually spending time or money, there's not much that you can do. You need to have either one or the other. And in this challenge, I'm showing you how to do it without the investment of money. Okay, so here's what we are doing today. We are going to go over our funnel map. We'll have a look at what we created, and this is what we created over here. We'll analyze it at a later point. We'll just go on and see what we created in the first module, and then we'll start to use that one for the navigation. I called it a funnel map because it will help us navigate through all our pages and the funnels that may be needed at a later point. I'll explain you later. Second thing, we'll find the provided page designs from the product bundle we chose. So when you actually got the product from that PLR site, you have gotten documents and folders and files with content that will help you design your pages. But first, we'll do the organization. As you can see over here, it is saying organization because we want to be organized so that we can find things very, very simply and very quickly. I will show you the ways how I would organize these things so that you can go in and then just use the assets that you were given. We'll go and analyze the designs. We'll use a process called design hacking. So we'll take the provided pages, we'll have a look what the pages consists of, and then we'll just recreate that in a platform that everybody has access to, which is GroovePages. GroovePages is the page building or the website or the funnel building platform from Groove Digital, and we'll be using that one to build our pages. It will be faster, it will be nicer, it will be customizable, it will be connected with sales system in the background and things like that. So everything will be on one place, and you'll be able to just go back, modify everything on the page in case you want to do it. Just remember one more time, Imperfect Action Challenge. That's the keyword. Even if we analyze the provided template, we can still modify things. We need the content on the page. Where exactly that content is not that big of a deal. We'll try to do a beautiful page, but we can use pre-made blocks. We can do pre-made templates. It doesn't necessarily have to look like the exact template. We'll go into more depth on that later. We'll go into creating our pages using GroovePages, as I mentioned. This is what we are going to be using. I will not be teaching anything else, just GroovePages. We'll set up the legal pages as well, and then we'll be able to just connect those at a later point so that everything is legal, everything is, we don't do anything shady, okay? And then number 6, you will be challenged to take the module 2 step by step and do these actions, do these steps that we did, these 5 actions without the 6th one, because 6th one is the take the action. So you have 5 steps to do after we finish with this live stream. You'll go in, you'll have a week to go and design your pages. Not quite sure how many pages we'll be able to do on today's training session. We'll try to do as much as possible, but this is something that you will be doing on your own pace. This is why I'm giving you a full week until the next Monday, where we continue. If you didn't finish these steps next week, you will not be able to continue. So make sure after this training session, you take the knowledge learned from here and then you implement, because you will not be able to continue the Imperfect Action Challenge if you don't do the next steps. Okay, so this is it basically. After that, we'll have a Q&A session and things like that. But let's just go back and go over our funnel map. So I'll go and present this again. This is our funnel map. If you remember, using the products that I downloaded, we created this funnel map. Let me zoom in for you. We decided on the last module that we'll be taking an opt-in form, which will be our lead generation step. We'll get the customer's information, and then we will take that information and use that to send emails at a later point. We'll also forward the people that put in their name and email and send them immediately to a sales funnel, to a page where we are actually offering something for money. This is going to be the healthy eating guide for my example. The person that wants to take up this product, they will be going on to an order page. After the order page, they will be offered an upsell. If they take the upsell, they will be sent to a thank you page. If they don't take the upsell, they will still be taken to a thank you page that will say thank you for buying the first product. If the person doesn't want to purchase this product from the opt-in page, they will say no on this page and they will go onto this one. So this is what we set up as a structure on the last training. And in case you come to your dashboard, go into Manage Sites and Funnels, you'll find your website that you were working on. In my case, I have quite a lot of them. And then we come into this funnel that we set up over here, and then we have a look. These were the exact pages that we set up in the structure section. So in case you haven't done the first module, please make sure you go back and then do those actions, because those will be needed. We have the pages set up. So we have our home page, we have privacy policy support terms and conditions over here. And in the funnel, we have the actual funnel pages, the sales page of the main product, the thank you page of the main product. We have the sales page of the upsell. We have the thank you page for the upsell main product. And then we have just a thank you page for the main product and the opt-in. So this is the structure that we set up last time. If you haven't yet, please make sure you go back to the module number 1 and then do those. Second, find the provided page designs from the product bundle we chose and then organize it. Okay, so I took out the downloads into my desktop we have over here healthy eating funnel, and let me just zoom in for you because I found a way how to do it. It is with the magnifying option over here. So this is what we are doing. We have 3 zip files that we got when you downloaded your products. You got 3 zip files. I'm not quite sure how it looks like on your end. I cannot see it. Hopefully it looks good. We got 3 zip files: healthy eating video, healthy eating guide, and sugar is it the new enemy. When you get those zip files, make sure you right click over them. In case you have a platform like WinRAR, in case you don't have, just type in WinRAR in Google and just download the free option. Once you install it, you can click extract to this. Okay, once it is done, it will extract it in a folder that looks like this. So this is a folder on your computer that you can click in, and then you can open the ebook. You can see the cover images over here. You also get a PSD. It's a Photoshop file that you don't necessarily have to edit. If you don't want to, you can have the source file as well for in a Word document where you can go in and then modify the actual document, how it looks like. We'll not need that. It's making me a bit confused. Hopefully you are seeing everything correctly. So let me go back to the magnifier. This is what you can do in order to modify the actual opt-in. We'll not go into this one, but what I wanted to show you is that in the first opt-in, which is this sugar is the new enemy book, we don't have a sales page. We don't have a page that we can model. We have source files, which is the actual document, and in a text format as well. We have e-covers over here, and we have ebook. Okay, there is no sales page, so we'll need to come up with our own sales page. If you go back, the actual healthy eating guide, I'll just delete these because I already extracted them from the zip file. Healthy eating guide. Let's just go back. Let's just go into this one and then see the guide. Okay, so these are the license terms, and then over here we have some folders with content: training guide, cheat sheet, mind map, resource report, a ready-made sales page, okay, and thank you page. So when we click inside these, we have these pages over here. So we have HTML files. When you double click it, it will open in Chrome. My default browser is Chrome, and this is why it shows like that. In case you're using a different one, it will show up in a different platform. But once we click on it, for example, let's go click on it to the index. The index is the home page. We click on index, and then it is loading in over here. So this is the page that we can model. We'll go into design hacking in a moment. I just wanted to show you that there are already designs given to us that we can follow with the actual index. Let me just turn on the magnifier again. With these pages, like we have thank you pages and things like that, we also have a folder called images. Inside the images folder, there are all the assets that we need. Do we need a background? There is a background over here. Do we need, well, how do I go out from this now? There we go. Do we need a different like images or icons or something like that? Do we need the actual mockups, voiceover, ebook, CD, bundle, things like that? We have everything already provided, so we don't have to come up with our own solutions. We'll just be able to go in here, upload them, and then we're all ready to go. We also have buttons over here that they were using, and we'll take those and then use them for our advantage. Okay, let's just go back. So this is one of the sales pages over here. We have another product, which will be the upsell, which is the healthy eating video. There is also so ready-made sales page folder where we can go in and then have a look. We also have the upsell sales copy if we need it. And let me just bring this over here. Let me exit the magnifier, and then this is the actual sales page. It looks very similarly to the previous one, to the previous offer page, but it is just focusing on the actual upsell. So we'll be modeling this one on our end as well. So this is what I wanted to teach you, how to actually go into those files that you've gotten to to organize, put them somewhere where you can find, and then find the resources. And by resources, I mean images. You can find all the images that are used on the page, and we'll need to use those in the actual build when we go out and then create our pages. Let's see, there is also a document for upsell sales copy. Would you like to discover a shortcut? There we go. So everything, the whole copy is written out for you, so you can use that on your pages. You don't have to copy it from here, even though we'll do that. So now that we did this, we know now we have an opt-in offer, which is the sugar book. We have the main product, which is the guide and the bonuses, and then we have the upsell and the bonuses. So we organize this in a folder. We put it on the desktop or somewhere where you can find it. We extracted those files, and we can see where the sales pages are. We can see where the thank you pages are. We know where the actual assets and the images are, because we'll need to upload those into our library. Helen, you're asking if I can slow down. You'll be able to watch the replay, Helen. I have just a certain amount of time, and I don't want to extend this one. You'll be able to learn on your own pace, but I just want to do the training, to show you the actual steps that we are taking. At this moment, I'm just doing an introduction. And then when we go into teaching, you will be able to slow down and then do it on your own pace. You will not need to do as quickly as I am doing. So now let's go in and analyze the designs. So for the opt-in offer, we don't have a design, but let's just go on and then analyze the first offer's sales page. Okay, you now know where to find that one. In case you have a different product, a different offer than I do, you'll need to go in and then find those folders for yourself. Just go in and then see how it is organized and where the assets are that you need to use. At this moment, let's just start with the analyzing. I want to teach you, and this I teach very, very often, and this is a system called design hacking. When you say design hacking, this means that you are taking a page apart in your mind. What that means is you're recognizing elements. When you go into GroovePages, when you click on the elements over here, you need to know, okay, this is a 1 column, 2 column, 3 column. There is a divider, maybe there is some text elements, or title and paragraph, or icon, title and paragraph. And you need to find a way to actually match the items over here to the items that are over here. This may sound complicated to you. It is completely not hard to understand. I will go through with you and I will show you what I mean by it. So we need to take the page apart so that we understand what it is created of. Okay. So what I do is, when I see something like this, I click on it and then drag it out. When you see on my mouse here on the left hand side, when you see this happen, that means that this is an image. When you actually take a text and you want to drag it out, it doesn't drag. It doesn't do the same effect, but it is selectable on the page, as you can see. So now I know that this is a text and this is an image. Images and icons do this, but this is more complex than an icon. So I know that this is an image, which means our page, this where it shows this background image, this green, and then it fades over to yellow. This is one block. Inside this block, we have an image over here. Let's see, what is this? Okay, so we have a piece of text over here that is orange with a nice background section, which is dark, which is kind of black. Then below that, we have a piece of text which is quite large. And then what we have here is a video and some icons, and then text, which is an icon list item. This is icon list item. Okay. But these are separated in 2 rows. That means that there is a 2-column layout also here. So we'll need to take this page apart in this way and then rebuild it on our own end. Okay, so image, some text with dark background. We have a text over here. We have 2 columns. One has a video in it and one has 3 icon list items or image list items, doesn't matter. Then over here, let's do the same thing, click and then drag it out. As you can see, this is an image. This means that there is an asset provided to us where we can go into the images and then just click, and then we can upload this exact image onto the same place where it is on this page and have a same type of layout, okay, which is awesome. So we have one image, second image, we have again an icon or an image over here that we already have access to. We can easily copy over this text, and we just need to paste in the video. You have, this is on YouTube, so you can click on it, you can just copy over this code, and then you already have the actual video up there as well, so you don't have to upload it or something. You can upload the videos to Groove a video, and you can use that one instead. It's just depending on you what you prefer to do. I will use a YouTube video because just for the speed, because it's already uploaded. So the first block, the first section, this green fading to orange is done. Let's just analyze this second section. So you see over here, this is a white background, but here there is an image below it. This chips has a section that is cut off. So there is a chips that was cut off like exactly a pixel perfect over here, which means that this over here is one block, which has a piece of text, which is a paragraph text, and this first part is bolded. That's it. Okay, so this is one block which has one paragraph element on it, and then the first part of the text which says dear friend, this one is bolded. Let me zoom in so you can see it better. When we come to the lower section, we see that this over here is a background image. Background images we cannot select, but we still have the background images offered to us somewhere over here, and this is here. As you can see, this is the image. When we click on it, we get the actual background image in the assets folder that was provided to us with the product. When we put this image into the background, we just need a headline and a paragraph text. Over here, we have a new section which has a headline, and it has 3 columns. One column, second column, and a third column, which is easily found over here. Okay, so 3 columns. Below that, we have another section which is 2 columns. 1, 2. And at the end, we have just a 1 column layout, which is just a piece of text is in that column. I'll go step by step and show you how to build this out. And we already have some of the templates and the blocks that have these sections, so we'll not need to think about that a lot. Okay, and then we analyze this page. We'll go through everything when we are designing it, but I suggest we get in and then we start actually working on the designs. So this block that you see over here was taken for the reason because this is a free block. I wanted to show everybody that people can do this on a free account and on the paid account as well. So what we did in module number 1, I went into the block section and I found this block from the designed block section. If you want to use a different one, you can just, my suggestion is come easily to the lead magnet section, and then you can find different versions of these types of blocks. We used this one, but you can use other ones as well. Maybe it is easier if we go and change it to this design. So I'll just switch it over. So we have text, some list items over here, and here is an image going to be loaded in. So I can download this lower section that we don't need. So what you're seeing now on the page is the actual design that we can start using, and then we can modify it for the opt-in offer, which is an ebook that doesn't yet have they didn't provide us with a sales page for it or an opt-in page for it. So I chose this block. What I see over here is that it is immediately on the top of the page. So I'll need to go and then add on a bit of spacing in the padding of this block. So it looks like that. So this means that now we have a page which has a one container inside. On one side, there is some text, paragraph text, icon list items. And on this side, we have an image and a button. That's it. Everybody can use this template, and now we'll go in and then modify it. So let's just see what we have on here. So the first page, and now we are going into the get into creating our pages using GroovePages. Okay, so the first page that we are doing is, actually, let me show you visually, is this opt-in page. We are building out the opt-in page. As I mentioned, for the opt-in page, there were no sales pages that we can model to use. We need to come up with our own headline. We need to come up with our own text and the list items, and then we can do that easily by just going into our folder, opening the document for the ebook or the actual content or the freebie that we will be giving away, and then I can zoom in for you here. We can see that there is already an image that we can use. So let's start with that one. We have an image which is in the e-covers section. There were already images provided to us. If you want to go with this kind of image, you can use that one, and that's what I'll do. That means I will come into GroovePages. I'll choose this GrooveFunnels for beginners, click configure, choose image, and then inside here in the upload image, I'll just click inside and then find my folder for healthy eating, sugar, e-covers, and then just choose the actual document that you want. I'll just choose the PNG. It has a transparent background. Upload it. So once you choose it, you need to click the up arrow in order to upload that to your library. Once it is uploaded, it will be showing up here in this first place. Let's just see, it's taking its time. Okay, there we go. So now we have it. It is saying that it is loading here just above me in the gray area. There we go. As you can see, this image is quite big, 1,800 by 2,200. I don't need that image to be so big, so I'll just resize it to, I don't know, 700. Just do 700 pixels. It will automatically adjust the height as well. We can click update dimensions, and then once we get a green content saved option, then we are good to go. We select it, and then just click update. Perfect. So now what we did is now we have our e-cover in there. This e-cover is quite ugly, so I will probably change it at the later time, but this is how you upload it. I will show you at the end of this training how we can create. This is not part of the training, but I want to show you how you can create your own e-covers. And I did one for myself because I don't really like that. This was created super quickly in Word, this mockup. But if we go on to the source files, I created myself a different, a nicer looking image that I would probably use as a mock-up of the book, and this is how it looks like. I believe that this would have more power and it would look better if it is used. There is a really nice color into the whole page, secrets of sugar, they don't want you to know, and what you can do about it. It also has a bit more interesting copy on the book. I'll show you how I created this one at a bit later. For now, we'll just work with this one. Sugar, is it the new enemy? So over here, we need to come up with a nice headline because we didn't get a page that we can use the copy from. So we will type in here you can write your content yourself, or you can go onto tools like Headlime.io. As I mentioned, everything is free, so you don't have to worry about that. You can click on Start Generating Headlines, and then once it loads, you can start using Headlime. It is an M, Headlime. What is your product? We have ebook. Who's your audience? Audience is I don't know, let's just promote this to yoga people. Yoga lovers. What does your audience want? Healthier lifestyle. Okay. What problems does your audience have? Bum, 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 bum. Yoga person has problems with eating unhealthy food, like busy lifestyle, unhealthy food choices. What solution do you offer? I offer a solution to get rid of sugar. Healthy food options. Healthy food lifestyle. Again, this is for my product right now, but you can do it for your own product. Who is an authority in your industry? Copywriting experts, influencers. Instagram influencers. Okay. Next step. Cool. They're showing us how to use headline. And now when we put in all the details that we need, we can go on and find a headline for ourselves. Your search for healthier lifestyle ends here. Tired of busy lifestyle, unhealthy food choices? Get started with healthy food lifestyle today, or something like that. Let ebook work on your lifestyle unhealthy food choices in 3 months, and you'll see the difference. Want healthier lifestyle? Get healthy food lifestyle now. The best way to do the biggest and easiest secrets of so you can go through those and then choose which one you want to use. I believe this one is good. Don't make these X amount of busy lifestyle and unhealthy food choice mistakes. I'll just go with this one. I believe this would be working great as a headline. So I'll just paste that in here. Don't make these X amount of unhealthy food choices. Don't make these 10 food choice mistakes. Here is a better solution. I don't know. I'm just coming up with these things in from my head. You probably can write a better copy than me right now. Here is a better solution. So just use that on your own end. Just use it for yourself. Here is a better solution. In this book, I share absolute tips and tricks. Let's just see how many food mistakes. Okay, different types of sugar. 13 reasons sugar is bad for you. 13. You can do this for food choices, and you can do it targeted towards saying sugar is bad. And then here we can just fill out this. In this book, I shared absolute. In this book, you can learn. Always make the copy about the end customer. Okay, I wouldn't talk about myself. In this book, I shared absolute tips and tricks. I would write it as, in this book you will learn the absolute tips and tricks, which is not tips and tricks, but you will learn the mistakes let's just delete all this mistakes. Easy. People make when they are not focusing, when they are living busy lifestyles and not reading the food labels. Okay, so now here in this part we can list out the things that we will give them the solutions for. Okay, so in here I highly suggest you actually go over at least once, just so that you see what kind of content it is that you're giving away. Sometimes we feel a disconnect because we got the product for free, we just want to sell it. But just go through this content a little bit, just learn what it is about, how they're wording things, so that you can use that type of content in your copy, like for example now. So in here I can just say easy to do's so you can live a healthier life. Recipes for super fast healthy meals. Super fast and expensive. Expensive healthy meals. What else is on here? Surprising places, sugars, hides. List of places you would never believe sugar is added on to places. A list of things you would never believe sugar is added to. Okay, so let's just do one fourth one, and then this will be how much sugar is too much. Learn exactly how much sugar is too much. Okay, there we go. So now we have finished this one. Yes, I want to master GrooveFunnels. It's not the best copy for sugar. We can type in, yes, I need that info or something like that. Yes, I need that. Come up with a better copy for a call to action buttons. You can also use some of these ones over here. Like make my lifestyle healthier now, or make my lifestyle healthier today, or something like that. Use some of these to actually create your copy on the pages. I don't want to do that right now, so I'll just use, yes, give me that guide. Cool. Linked to nothing. Okay, link to none. We don't want to link it immediately, but what we created right now is we have I can see that there is some minus spacing, which we don't want. We have now a page that consists of header, paragraph text, list items. If you want, you can change these colors over here by clicking on this list item. It says here icon, and then my suggestion is to go into the text option, and then here in the text option you can change it. You can just put it to red, and now it is red over here. I actually like the green because it's like green, healthy, things like that. And also it is like a green, like on a traffic light, that these are the things that you get. Yes, give me that guide over here. Basically, we don't necessarily need this piece of text, so we can just get rid of it. So here we go. This is our page, and now we can go on and create a pop-up for it. We want to have a pop-up, create pop-up, and pop-up will be for the opt-in freebie. This will be a freebie opt-in pop-up, which will show up on the home page, and this is a standard type of a pop-up, which is not when somebody wants to leave. That is called an exit pop-up. When somebody just loaded in the page, that's called an entry pop-up. We just want a standard pop-up. Okay, over here we'll just choose a template, and then we will type in let us know where to send you your guide. People usually ask for or type in like, please fill out your email and name in order for us to send you. I don't think that that's necessary. It's just extra filler thing that is nobody will read. I usually don't read because I know if there is a pop-up, it has an email form. I just need to fill out the email form. Let us know where to send your guide, and then in here I will use a Google form at a later date. We'll not create it today. We will just create this form and then click save and exit. Okay, there we go. So if you want, you can also modify this to be a bigger text, different font, but again, it's called the Imperfect Action Challenge. Doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to get going. And I believe this is good enough, so we can save it and we can move on to the next step, which is modifying the sales page number 1 for the healthy eating guide. Now on this page, as you can see, we have a blank page. There is nothing on this page, and this is what we want. I will come in here, make sure that everything is deleted, and this is an empty page where we can start basically from scratch. What we will do is we will use this page in order to start modifying it. So as you can see, as we went over it, we have one section that has an image background. So let's start with that. We want a section with image background, but before I actually do that, we have already pre-made cover sections, or we already have design blocks that we can use. So let's just see what is on this page. It's actually a headline and 2 columns and a button. So let's just see if we have those types of blocks. So let's just go through all the blocks over here and then see. So we need a big section with a headline and 2 columns. So on here there's nothing over here. Okay, there's a headline with, there's no 2 sections, but we can use that one maybe. Okay. Cool. So I don't think there is anything, but there is something like this, which is very similar, which is already pre-designed. So why would we need to go and then design it ourselves? As I said, imperfect action doesn't need to exactly look like here, even though you can make it look exactly like that, but we need to do imperfect action because we don't want to get bogged down in little details. Oh my God, there's a rounded corner on this one. If you would design it professionally and somebody's paying you to do an perfect job, then you would need to go into that detail. But today, I'm not teaching you to go into detail. I'm teaching you how to do things that it is done, that it gets done, okay? So on the top of the page, we have a logo. On the top of the page, we have a logo. So let's just upload a logo. We click on this logo ipsum, we click choose image, we click the upload image, and then we will go out and then into the healthy eating guide, healthy eating over here, ready-made sales page, and we want to come into the images section. In the images section, we have the actual logo one here. When we click on it, we can upload it. There we go. We have the logo. We can select it, update. Bada bim, bada boom. We have our logo in place. We just need to make it a bit smaller because it's quite big. So I would just put it back to parent and just size it so that I like it. Cool. So let's just go on to the next section, which is a piece of text over here, which is saying, are you ready to start eating healthy today? We'll copy this over. Yeah, and we just want this piece of text to say that exactly, and we want it to be a bit bigger, and it will have a background of bigger. It will have a background of black, a little bit transparent. Oh, maybe this way, and the color will be kind of orange type of look. I don't want to have that specific color or font, and then I want to add a bit of spacing here so that it pushes out the actual black on the sides. As you can see here, there is a bit of extra spacing now, and here as well. We can do that on the top and the bottom as well. So spacing and then padding, we do top and bottom a little bit so that we now have this layout. Cool. So we have the first two sections done. First was an image. The second one was a piece of text that we just modified, and now we have a similar looking layout on our page as well. Below that, there is a big header where we will copy this over, and then let's just bring this in here. But we have a bit tighter layout on this block. So let's just go in and then see why is that. Most probably because there is some spacing from the left and right on the container holding the text and things like that. So let's just zoom that out a bit. There we go. And then we can make this a bit smaller. It's about time for you to learn how to eat right. Okay, let's make it a bit bigger as well. Yeah, let's leave it like this. Below this, we need a video and some list items, but we don't have that on the actual template. So we will come over here to elements, 2 columns, and we'll just pull that in here somewhere, anywhere on the page. Let's just see what happens when we pull it out here. Okay, so when we pull it onto different sections have different sizing. So if I put here, the video will be just this small size. If I pull it out from here, it may be a bit bigger size. Okay, so let's just leave this here and delete this content from the page, because as you can see here, this has just this size, but the other section has this size. So it depends where you want to place it. This is how wide your content will show up. So actually I want to delete this, I want to delete this. There we go. And I'll then pull this up over here. There we go. So now in here we put in a video. So we have a logo, we have a piece of text, we have another piece of text, we have a video on this side, which we click on the elements, we scroll down, click on YouTube video, and we just leave it here on the left-hand side. Then on this side, we want list items, and these are these, there is an image or an icon, and then it has a piece of text. So I'll copy over this text, and then I'll find where it says image list item or an icon list item, and then I will use those. Let me just see if we were provided with the actual image for that check mark. Images, yes, we have the check mark over here. So we'll use an image list item. We'll drop it in here, and our text is not clearly visible on the page because it is black. Oops. There we go. Now if I make it white, it will be seen. So now we have an image list item. I can click on this image over here. I can click the configure and choose an image, and I can go and upload this check mark. You can see I upload it. Once it is uploaded, I can just select it, and bam, now we have a check mark. The text I paste in from my clipboard, and now we have a check mark as well on here, which we can modify. We can increase the text size of it and things like that. We can also put this icon lower or higher on the page. We'll modify that at a later point. Let's just have a look how they look like. Okay, so this text is quite big on the page, and both of these sections are kind of matching. So let's just go in and then increase the sizing here, and then maybe also the sizing. Okay, so the sizing on here is already set up. Perfect. So now we have a section that looks very similarly. We can now select the list image element, where you can also see here in the bottom where my mouse is, just below the button here, it says list image. Once you click on it, you can click this duplication. This duplicates the whole section. We can do it 4 times because there are, or 3 times, sorry, because on here they have 3 pieces of text that we can use. There we go. And on here we'll just copy this one. And this we have done it already. It is super fast. Let's just go on and then space this out. If we select the text, we can also add on a bit of spacing so that we push it a bit away from the actual icon. So we can do this, click on the text, click spacing, left margin, and then we can move it by 75, with 0.75, so that it is a bit further away from the whole section. There we go. If you want, you can do it also for the whole list image element. You can space it out on top and bottom so that it is a bit further away from all of this. Awesome. So this, now we are creating our page. I actually want this to be a bit smaller, this one as well. And that's it. We will probably need to size or space things out on the page, but we are kind of done with it. Let's just upload the background. So when we click on the background section where you're seeing now this black image in the background, we can click on the right hand side style editor. We click on the background, we delete this image, and we upload our own image, which we are provided here inside this folder. So we'll just select the background, upload it, and we can just select it. On here, on this block, there was also color added. We don't want this color, and now it is looking quite similarly as to what it is on here. And basically that is almost done. We need to have a button still. So instead of this button, in case you don't want to modify a normal button, you can do what they did on the actual template that we are using. They just selected an image, which you go to elements, you find an image, and you place it somewhere over here at the bottom. This is how it needs to look like. When you did that, you can go to configure, choose image, and you can upload your image, which is going to be this yellow buy button. Okay, so when we did that, we will click update, and now we have a buy button. So now look at this, guys. What we created here, it is in Groove. We have very similarly set up as the actual page that they given us access to. So we'll just want to copy over the actual YouTube link. So what I would do is I would just click on the YouTube over here, select the end. You probably saw what I did. I'll just show it one more time. You select the only everything after the equals sign, everything after the equal sign from the address bar over here. You copy it over, and then you click on this YouTube here, YouTube video, and you paste it in the YouTube video ID. When you're pasting with your keyboard, then it will be showing up normally. When you paste it with your mouse, sometimes the update button will not show up because you need to press left or right keys on your keyboard. Perfect. Now what we have here is the actual page that looks very, very similarly. It doesn't have to be perfect. It needs to get going. But I just want to add on a little bit of spacing. So I'll click on this text that we have. It's about time for you to learn how to eat right and be bright. And then I'll just add on spacing. I click on the spacing option and to this first one and the last one and just increase it a little bit. This way it will be adding on spacing on the top and the bottom so that we can see there is a bit of separation of the content on the page. We'll also make sure that there is a bit of spacing on here as well. And that's it. The first section is done. We need to make sure we save it. We have a logo, we have the text, we have this text, we have a video, list items, an image, and that's basically it. Let's just go on to the next section, which I mentioned. It is an empty block with just a paragraph text. You can have a look or also in the pre-designed blocks, maybe content. There is something like this already. So let's just pull this out, this third block. As you can see, the content on it is, the first one is a bit bolded, then the other one is just a normal piece of text. So let's just get rid of the background. Let's click on here, make the text black, make this text black. And I don't need the rest. I'll just delete the rest. It would have been smart to actually delete the content before changing the background image. Let's just double check if there is something else. Okay, cool, nothing. Awesome. So now we have a bigger bolded text on the beginning, and then we need just the copy from here. Dear friend, you can also do this and deleting the first part of the text. Dear friend, for some reason, one of the hardest things, we just want to bold this part. We select this text and we click the bold option, which didn't do much because this is light. There we go. So the styling was set up for the text to be light, and it didn't allow us to bold this part. But now that we did this, we are all good to go. There's a bit of spacing on here, so I want to see, okay, spacing is fine. And yeah, everything is done with this section. Let's just go on to the next section. There is the chips section, which has a big header and then paragraph text. We can again use the same thing that we did. So we go to blocks, content, and we take this third text, which has a bigger part, and then a smaller part, which is a bigger text over here, and the smaller text. I want to make it black so that we don't lose it at a later point. And then over here, these ones I want to delete. I don't need those. And then when we actually make the background image deleted, we can see the text. Let's put in our content first. So the text. There we go. And then make this a bit bigger. Process diet off. Perfect. And then we have part of text that is over here. Oops, wrong button. Copy. We can paste that in here. Perfect. So in the background of this section, we need to put in the chips image where we go into the background. So we click on the block. You can see that we are in the block section. To choose the block section, here in the lower part, you cannot see it from my name. Here at the lower part, you can see that we are in the block section. We're missing a J. Quite a lot of typos in the text. Anyway, we click on the block section, we go to background, and we choose an image which will be the chips image that is also provided to us. So it's called Fatty. Oops, I didn't upload it. You see, I'm trying to do everything fast. I didn't upload it. So when we select it, we need to click this up arrow button. This will get the image actually uploaded to our library. Then we can easily select it on here, and now it shows up. We want to click the cover. This will actually be on the cover, and then we can set this up to be, because this text is coming onto this part. Let's see how it looks. We can probably just click on this text and put on some spacing on here, and it pops it back to the side. A bit more. Or you can do it also the other way and you modify the styling. But now that's basically it. We have done one section, second section, third section. Let's just do some more. Okay, we need a block with some icons or an image and then some text below it. Let's just see what we have from the blocks section. These are called, I believe, resources. Yeah, so these are on the resources tab, and you can see there are some of these that we could use. I would probably go with this section over here. Okay, so I chose this part. There is a header and there is an image and then some text below it. And this is what I want, some header with my advice. With my advice, I want to increase this a bit smaller. And then I can pull in these images. So these images are also provided to us already. I can click on this image and I can come to configure, choose an image, upload an image, which will be one of these. So healthy, click upload. We can upload another one immediately. So we get all of them in there. Food, upload. At this moment, there is no way to upload multiple files together. So we'll just need to use a little bit of time to upload all of them. Suffer. And one more, which is this one, I believe. And another one, is it? This eating? Yeah. Cool. So now that we uploaded all of them, we want the heart. Will be the first one. Bam, update. We have it. Here is the heart. We want here this cutlery with a plate. Perfect. The third one is this atom icon. There we go. And now what we need is below this, we need a similar section with these containers. So we could do How would it look like if I would delete one of these right now? Will it? Okay, so it is not the best way to actually delete it. I thought that the content will pop into the middle, but we would need to go into the elements, 2-column, and then just pull a 2-column layout below here. There we go. And then just duplicate the content from here. So we need the image, we pop it in here to this container, and we need the text. Am I right? Yes, so just the text. Cool. Copy it over, drag it out here, and then in the container, when we selected the container, you can also do this before putting in the content. You select the container, you click layout, you center it here, or you can click vertical and then center with this lower option. Okay, you can then click here, layout, vertical, and then center. Then this way it will be centered. Now, this text is looking much wider than the previous one on the top. So you can select a piece of text and you can come to sizing, and then here instead of max width, we can just say 40, 20. Yeah, you can set up on 20, then it will be showing it very similarly to this one. Now, let's go in and copy the text in here. And we don't want this headline. We want to make this a bit bigger. There we go. Second one. Delete, make it a bit bigger. There we go, and delete this headline. Third one. That way. There we go, and just make it a bit bigger. Just by one. And then on here we want to have the image of the sad person and then the salad or whatever this is. So the sad person's image is coming on here. Bam. Update. Let's just duplicate this here. Fill it up with content. And then we want to actually make sure that the sizing is 20 again. There we go. And on here as well. So we'll duplicate it, pull it over, and we'll just fill it up with the content and also put in the salad image. Configure, we delete this, we go to choose image, and we choose the salad. Okie doke. Good. So it is not exactly perfect as it is on here, but it is good enough. Below this section, there is a one piece of text that we still need to put in. So let's just go and pull in a paragraph text. Oops, elements, paragraph text somewhere here below everything. There we go. And then we want to center this one and make sure that it is as big as the rest of the text. And then we can use, if you want, I don't usually use the drag handles, but here we can, just to drag it down a little bit. We can also drag this one down a little bit. And yeah, it's good. Here, this section would probably need to be a bit different because we want to keep like color, then white, then color, then white. So I believe this is also on here. Yeah, it's gray. Just a little bit of differentiation. So I'll just choose the block section, make the color the lightest gray that is possible, and we are actually done. Let's go on with the next section. We have just an image in the background, piece of text, piece of text, piece of text, piece of text with an image in the middle. Let's see if we have something like that in the pre-made blocks. Not sure if we do. Where would something like this be? Maybe content. Let's see. Mm. Yeah, so even if we don't find it, we can just create it ourselves. I don't think there is something that would match that kind of a structure on the page. Maybe we can use this one. That didn't go to the right place, I believe. Yeah, so this one is kind of the thing that we want. Let's just pull it back here. So we want an image, and this will be the actual book. So instead of this body icon, we want to upload the image of our book, which is, do we want the flat cover? No, this is the big, this one, ebook. Here we go. Let's just upload that. So this kind of designing may be a bit confusing for some, maybe a bit too slow. Maybe some are a bit more advanced in the designing. So me explaining these details and basically talking while I'm doing these things could be annoying. But go at your own pace. In case this is too fast what I'm doing, just watch the replay and make sure you do these actions. Try to recreate the page. This way you will learn how to use the platform. You will learn how to use what you purchased in case you have the platinum offer. In case you don't have the platinum offer yet, you can still learn how to use the free account. Everything is the same. There is no limitations. It's just that the templates are not, some of the templates are not available for everybody. I'll just resize this to 700 dimensions. So yeah, go with your own pace. Don't have to necessarily follow and do right immediately with me here on this call. I want to show you how to use the tools that you have, and I want to show you that you can do amazing things even for free nowadays. Some people, when they were starting to do their businesses, it was harder to start. At this moment, there are no limits for you. Everything is available. Whatever we are doing, whatever I'm showing you today, you don't have to pay. You don't have to come up with this content yourself. It is just amazing that today something like that is available. So anyway, I put in the image on our page. I also want to put in the background to be our own background. So I'll just choose the block, and I'll come into the background section, delete this one that we have, and choose a different background, which will be this background one. For your own pages, for your own product, you'll probably have different type of pages in case you didn't select the same offer as me. So just go at your own pace, as I mentioned, and do it how you can follow it. But make sure you do the actions. In case you have questions, and this is where the people will be starting asking questions in the Facebook group, feel free to ask. Just hashtag Imperfect Action Challenge, get on, and then start asking for help from people. Okay, because people can help you. People want to help you. There is an awesome group of people that created a chat group as well, as you've probably seen here jumping up when I opened Facebook. They created a group for the reason so that people taking the actual challenge can communicate between each other, and then this makes me super happy. I want to help people, and there are people that want to help other people, even though they are also just taking up the challenge. So go in there, ask for help, do it with others, and this is what is important. Okay, so let's see over here. Introducing healthy eating. We'll probably need some kind of an orange font for this. Healthy eating, something like that, and then do a bold or black. No, bold is fine. Cool. There we go. So now the first section is done. Introducing healthy eating. There is an image. Then we just want to to do this, copy it over, put it in here. Just copy and pasting basically. Right. Okay, and then I want this to be semi-bold. And then the paragraph text will be just white, which it is already. And a bit bigger text. Okay, so on this section, I can see that there is a bit of spacing on here. Text, so spacing is 16. I'll just move this a bit further, something like that, and then move this piece of text a bit lower on the page. Awesome, there we go. This section is done as well. Introducing healthy eating. So we go through and just do. So this is a piece of text. This is another piece of text, which is just orange and a bit bigger, bolder. There is an image. There is another piece of text, which is orange. There is another piece of text, which is white. That's basically it. We are coming to this white section, which let's just analyze it. We didn't analyze this one. Piece of text on the top, 2 columns, which are again images, and then text, which means that this is an image list item. We already used those on the top of the page over here, if you remember. These are just different color, but they are in the 2 column. Okay, they're in 2 columns. So we'll just use the image list item, create one. We'll just copy it over, and then there is just another piece of text which is left aligned below that. So super simple to set up. Let's just do it. Find a block that matches this one, kind of, and see what we can use. So we will need to use I don't know, maybe resources. We need something with a headline with 2 columns, and then we'll just populate that. But even if it is not available, we can just create it ourselves. I just like to have a look first on what is available. Let's just see here. Let's just go with all blocks and have a look. We need a headline on the top. Something like this, but if it would have a headline on the top. Oh, look at this, guys. Looky. So there is already a section with list items. This is an icon list item. Okay, so this is not the image list item. This is an icon list item. Difference is a bit that when you click on here, it doesn't allow you to upload an image, but it allows you to choose from icons. That's the difference between an icon list item and an image list item. This is how an image list item would look like. It gives you an option to choose an image. Over here, these ones are pre-populated. Let's just do this with this type of design. We can put this also, this icon, we can put it also in green. It doesn't have to be the same as previously, but this would look also good. And on the top of this section, we can just put a headline, and that's basically it. We have it sorted. So we'll just change these to green. We'll change the background over to white. And let's just populate the text. So why eat healthy? Why eat healthy? Oh, here, understanding your relationship of food. Oh, dangers of diet trends. So as you can see, you don't have to build things out from scratch all the time, which is kind of okay to do, but there are ways to go around that one. Let's just duplicate this section and then paste it in. Now the other side. Cool. We want this one to be green as well. Okay, so click on the icon, open the text option, and then here you can modify it. And this one as well. Awesome. So let's just copy in the sections in here. The first one was done. The second one we need to copy over. Why did this happen? Okay. Copy, paste. Okay. Another one. Oops. Text. Make it green. And we want another one over here. Not like that. The whole section, duplicate, and bringing it all together. Cool. So we don't need this column number 2, column number 1, but we do want to have a header over here and make this a bit wider. This one is kind of too tight, which is because of these settings over here. So if we select the container that is keeping both of these columns together, which is just a block and a container, here we can make it wider, or we can put it like that, max width. Then it will be looking like this. I don't necessarily want it to be that wide. I want it a bit more narrower. So I'll just put the sizing to, I don't know, 80, 90. Yeah, that looks better. Something like this. It immediately looks good. And on the top, we want to put a piece of text, which is here. Here's just a quick preview of what you'll discover inside. And guys, don't forget, we're creating a page that will sell the book. It may seem to be a bit confusing when you're building these things out. We're actually working on a lot of put this here, put this there, put this, like, it is something that will help users, that will help people learn something and purchase something from you. That's the actual goal. Okay, so let's put the auto, and then let's just increase the size of it a bit, like that. And then of this layout 2x2, I want to push it a bit lower. There we go. So now this section is done. Below, we also need to put a paragraph text, which is going to be coming just below this section over here. We open our elements, put in a paragraph, just pull it out here, paste this in. Probably going to be in 2 sections like that. Yeah. And then we can make it a bit bigger and just resize, or just space it out a little bit, like that. Simple. Okie doke. So we are almost finished with this. There is 1, 2, 3. Okay, there is quite a lot of more sections. Most probably will not get to create the whole page and on both of the pages. I just wanted to show you, in case you're working with something, how to think about it. Okay, there is some text, there is some image, so we'll use an element of text, we'll use an element of image, put it on the page, change it up, make it look kind of similarly, and then that's it. So have a look at this page. Does it seem familiar to you? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images. Below each image, there is a piece of text. This is because we already created this, and we created this here. Okay, text, we need to put in something over here, change the images, change the copy, and that's it. So let's just go over here to this section, make sure we save. We'll duplicate this block because it's the same exact block as this one over here. We just need to like remove the text that it was on the bottom, and then or just bring it up here, and then that's it. So let me show you what I would do. I would just duplicate this, okay, and I would push this down again, and that's it. That's the bottom. So now we can just take this text, put it up here, and this section has kind of a strange spacing, and let's just see. Okay, there is a bit of spacing on there, and then a bit of so there we go. Now on here there is this section of 3 columns. We'll just move it a bit down. That's basically it. Now we make this orange. Let's copy over the color of this section. Make the background that orange. And see immediately it doesn't look good because the images are covered, but we'll go in and then modify. So the text we want to have white. Immediately the contrast is much better. I don't usually like to put these bright colors into the background, but it is, yeah, maybe we can switch it back to this color. Actually I cannot copy the color because this is not on the internet, but we could just make our color of this orange a bit brighter. Something like that. And then when we change over the colors, we changed over the text and the images, it will be more visible. So okay, the first section over here, there is this muscle image. Let's put this muscle image in there. Upload. Where is the muscle image? There we go. So we don't have these. Oh no, there is. We also need some of the other images, like this one, like this one, like this one. Perfect. So we have all of them. I thought we don't have it because I was looking for a white or transparent background image. I found it a bit later. There you go. Muscles. Next one is this red X sign. Cool. Stop. Upload. Select. Update. Third image is the vegetable bowls. Okey-doke. Vegetable bowl, which I'm blind, I cannot find. There we go. Diet. Awesome. 2 more. This crux and then the box. Let's get it up and running. Change. Awesome. Let's do one more upload immediately so we can just populate it, and then the box. Coolio. So this is going on the first place. Update. This will be getting another image, which is the box. Update. Let's populate the text. Who needs this step-by-step guide? Who needs this step-by-step guide? Cool. If you answer yes to any of the below, you need this. Okay, let's make this a bit bigger. Okay, so as I said, maybe I'm going a bit too fast for you. Take your time, learn the steps, pause the video and just do it on your own. This is the best way to learn. The best way to learn actually is trying yourself without actually somebody giving you instruction what to do. Just going in, testing yourself, everything. This is the best way to learn. This is how I learned almost everything in my life. I learned to play the guitar. I learned to play the ukulele. I learned to do a lot of these things like photography, web design, even languages, everything, everything on my own pace. And you don't have to. You can learn from somebody like me that went over through that hassle of learning, and maybe you just learn better when somebody's showing you. Just up to you. But do it slowly, do it your own pace. Even if I'm just teaching you right now, just try to do everything that I do, but on your own pace. I'm pretty sure you'll have great success. Okay, a little bit of spacing on these. And here as well. Cool. Now this one is done as well. Let's just see what is next. Piece of text, 2 columns. One column, the second column has an image, another piece of text, and another image, and another piece of text. So we need the section that has a piece of text with 2 columns. In one column is text and the other column is image. I believe these are not resources, but in wireframes there are the calls to action. Yeah, so calls to action have this type of a layout, and I usually use the I cannot find. There was one that had a header on the top. Let's see if we maybe have it also in the design blocks. Calls to action. Okay, this one may work. Yeah, let's just use that one. Why choose logo ipsum? So does it sound like you is coming onto this part? And maybe getting black. Nope, getting bold. So title. After that, we don't have anything, so we don't need this part. On here, we'll have one image, which is that image of a price tag, I believe. This one, discount. Okay. So there is Groovepreneur asking, remind us what to do with the CSS and JavaScript files when we're reviewing all the PLR provided files, please, thanks. So those you don't necessarily need. In case you're, those are basically the code. When you preview the code, you have CSS, HTML, and JavaScript files when there is something dynamic. Those are all provided to you. So in case you just want to get started and upload those files onto a server somewhere, you can just take those files and upload them on your hosting, and that's it. Basically, you can have that website up and running. However, that's not the point that I want to do over here, because I want to teach people how to use Groove. This is why we are recreating those pages. I want to teach people how to think about design, because every piece of website or every poster that you've seen, a flyer that you've seen, consists of a couple of elements: text, image, video, okay, not on the printed materials, but video on a digital materials like websites. There are things like buttons and icons, and things like that. Basically, that are the main parts of a website. How you construct it, it's up to you. So this is why I'm teaching a lot of times this process called design hacking, because people may not know how to start, and starting by modeling is the best way to start. This is how I start everything. This is how you start as well. You may not just realize it. When you start to learn a piano, for example, for those of you that learn piano, they never tell you first thing you do is to go out and compose your own song. That's not how learning works. Learning works by, okay, today we're doing, I don't know, Mary Had a Little Lamb or something like that, because you need to learn the ins and outs. You need to learn slowly by modeling something that already exists. Mary Had a Little Lamb. By doing something that exists, by playing Mary Had a Little Lamb, you get in a flow of doing things, and this is what gets you up and running faster. When you're doing something complex, like for some people it's IKEA furniture, for some people it's like putting up these puzzles, jigsaw puzzles, you want to see some kind of an end goal, something that you can model towards. For example, in a jigsaw puzzle, you see the actual image that you're putting together as a puzzle. You need to model something, and this is what we are doing. We're looking at the final piece that we want to create, and we're going and modeling it on our own. And I want to teach you this process. This is not only good for doing websites. This is good for loads of other things. And I'm just talking, not doing. So let's just go on with this one. Yeah, so once you get in the flow of actually doing these types of things, you'll get into action, and then learning new things will not be hard for you anymore, because you'll know the process, find something and model it. And with design, it just works amazingly. Whenever you do some kind of a design, this is how I learned Photoshop. Believe it or not, I wanted to Photoshop my face. I was always having a lot of problems with my skin when I was young, and I went into photography because I wanted to get girls. So I didn't want to do photography just like clicking the image and then taking the image and sending it to somebody. I wanted to go and learn how to do proper Photoshop editing and things like that. Also, in the meantime, I wanted to learn how to make myself a little bit more approachable, because I was always having skin issues. So I went out there, and I've seen videos, and I've seen arts, like things that people created themselves, and I wanted to model that. I wanted to just follow along. I wanted to learn how to do that exactly. And this is how I learned how to use Photoshop. This is how I learned how to use web or video platforms as well, and so on. Cool. Now I want to use the sizing just to make this text a bit, or this image a bit smaller relative to the parent, like that. Make this 2 by 2, just the whole section a little bit lower, and maybe the piece of text a bit bigger, sorry. Yeah, it's good like that. Cool. So let's just go on. Let's see what we have. We have a piece of text in the middle over here, which means that now instead of 2 rows, we are coming on a 1 row. So 1 column, we'll just pull it here below. If we manage to do it, there we go. Piece of text, we want to pull in heading 3. Okay, put it in the middle, make it a bigger size, and using this drag handle, make it a bit lower. After that, inside the same row, we want to put in an image, an image which is under the elements media section image, and then we just drop it in here. We select the container. So now you can see this container has a text and an image inside. We need to select this container and click layout vertical center. This will put the image just in the middle of the screen. And the image we want to put here is the button. If you click on it and drag it out, you will see that it shows that this is a button. So let's just click on this image one more time, choose an image, and set up the button. Update. Awesome. We have now a button in here, which we just need to reposition a little bit, put in some spacing, and then below that it just keeps getting better. That's another piece of text that we can maybe copy over this, or maybe this section over here, drag it down here. Awesome. Now we select the whole piece of text and paste in our small piece of text. Bada bim, bada boom, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with this section as well. So it's just that simple. And because we are using already pre-made blocks, they are already made to look good on mobile phone as well. There will be a little bit of things that we'll need to do, like for example here there's just a bit of overlap. That's most probably because this section is made somehow funky. Let's just put it back to auto. Perfect. There we go. And here this looks good, this looks good. If we want, we can center these pieces of text. Don't necessarily have to. On here maybe the video a bit smaller, but it's already looking quite promising. So let's just continue with I close it now. So let's just continue with a couple more sections, and then we'll go on and modify the thank you page. Okay. Yeah, maybe let's do this section. This looks like hard, but it's really not that hard. And then we have this black section, white section, frequently asked. Well, actually, we can do all of this. It's pretty quick. So for this section, it looks kind of hard, which we have a block in the block and the container, which keeps this section over here, which is a piece of text. And then inside the container, we have another container which shows this way. But we also have pre-made blocks for that. So let's just open all the blocks and see the design blocks. We have sections that look exactly like that. So we'll just need to scroll through and find the ones that look like that. Bum, bum, bum. Here we go. Look at this. It is not okay. It is not exactly. I said that word. It looks exactly like that. It doesn't look exactly like that, but it has that section kind of done for us. As I said, it doesn't have to be looking identically as this version over here. But if you have a look, this section kind of displays all the same details as this over here. So it has a headline with a price. We also have a headline with a price, headline and the price. Or actually, this is just showing the value. Or here, it is also showing the value. We have another piece of text over here, which is just a description. We can put that over here. Yeah. So, and then over here, the image, which we already got. So let's just keep this flow and let's modify our page towards this template. I want to, oops, where is that? Here we go. I want to speed up the process of designing it. We can also put in a bit of shadow on the containers. Cool. I'll start with making the background white. And then on this parts, on this container over here, on this container, I'll put shading to, I don't know, large. And then it creates this cool effect of like popping out from the background, which I really like. Okay, so instead of this image, we'll populate the healthy eating cheat sheet. Okay, So on here, we click the image, we click choose image. We can click on here, and we want the cheat sheet. If you want, you can also recreate it identically. This is possible as well. I just want to save us time, and I want to increase the speed of this build. It's already 2 hours. We'll do a couple more sections, then we'll go on to the thank you page and then the legal pages. Okay. Designing these pages is kind of a task that is not cool to watch for some people that already know how to do this process, but this is the task that the people procrastinate the most on. So if you were thinking like, okay, but I need to design this, but it's kind of time consuming and things like, it is time consuming, but this is the thing where most users, most members will drop out of the challenge from. So in case you are up for the challenge and you committed, if you do these tasks, the rest will be just easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's just put this on, I don't know, 700 pixels, just to reset, maybe 600 pixels. 500 pixels, yeah. Update dimensions, and then we're waiting for the green content saved. Awesome. Coolio. There we go. So we want to just resize this image a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Now we want to put in the fast action bonus number 1. Fast action bonus number 1. We can make this bold as well, like that. And then we type the bonus in there. We can use healthy eating cheat sheet. We can put this in green, like that, make it bold. And then here we can put the value, $27. Awesome. We can take this content, populate it over here. Just to break it up a little bit this way. That's it. We have the first section done. It is looking cool. It is looking professional, and we didn't do a lot of things. It is possible to create exact pages like these, but you don't have to. Let's just see if we can actually select this container, and then if we duplicate it, yes, it looks exactly the same. That means that we can delete these. And we just populate that content in here. So instead of fast action bonus number 1, we type in fast action bonus number 2. Here, healthy eating mind map. Healthy eating mind map, $17 value. We'll just paste this in here. Separate this, $17. Okay, cool. That one is done. Let's just change it over. So this is the horizontal laid out mockup. Mind map PNG. Awesome. I've been on a lot of challenges in my life, and I'm actually attending one right now. The first couple of days, it's fun. People enjoy it, like, oh my god, it's super fun. But when action takes place, when it's time to do the action, when it's time to do the serious tasks, the hard tasks, this is where people drop out. Those that don't drop out, those that actually finished it, you can see it with your own eye. You don't have to think about it. They talk differently. They I don't know, they just look differently. They have more confidence, more they take on more challenges because they learned from that first experience. They feel successful. And a difference between a successful mindset and the mindset of people that just drop out from things, that don't finish tasks, is just it's a huge difference. Let's just resize this 700. So in case you're thinking about not doing the tasks, think about why. Why are you not doing the tasks? Is it hard? Well, I'm actually showing you a step-by-step way. If you took this if you took this product, like, you can literally follow me step by step. If you didn't take this product, you took a different product, just have a look how those sections look like, and then populate those with the content that is provided to you. If you did the actual product selection right, you will have a very good product to work with. At this moment, I've seen a lot of people that took this exact product that I'm working on, just because it is simpler, it is maybe easier, but that's fine. That's completely okay with me, with you. It just use the knowledge. Then I'm actually doing it step by step. Literally, you can do and copy everything that I'm doing. Just do the action. Once you did this action, when people talk in the group, when people talk with you, like marketers and things like that, you will understand all the things that they're talking about. You will understand how a process of putting up a funnel works. You'll understand what makes a successful funnel. You will understand what is not a successful funnel. I deleted the image. I didn't want it to. And it's just a difference, like day and night. And I'm not just joking about that. I really do see people that in our community as well, those people that do certain actions that are more successful, they do more actions. So you do the action, then you achieve success, then you want to do more actions because you want to have that feeling of success again. But what happens if you don't finish up, don't follow up, don't follow through? This is what happened with me a lot of times. I purchased into courses and I watched through the course. Yeah, I'm committing. I didn't actually do the steps needed because I was like, I don't know, probably procrastination, laziness, just I don't like excuses, not having time. Until I actually sat down and took action, I didn't understand the feeling of what the action taking and success feels like. And it just compiles. Once you have that feeling, it's like a rush. I want more of it. I want more of it. It's like making money. Once you make money with your first site that you create, hopefully with this training, you'll feel that it is possible. You'll just want to do it again and again and again. And that's the feeling I want you to get. This is why taking action is important, because it is continuously growing once you start. Okie doke. Cool. Let's just finish this up quickly. There's another guide over here. I'll probably resize this a bit. That, maybe this a bit bigger. Okay, that's it. We are finished with this section. Let's just delete everything that is here. We don't need this. don't need this section. We don't need this section. If you want, you can take this, you can leave this on here. I'll just delete it because of simplicity. And that was our section over here. Cool. Couple more. Press save. Couple more sections. This black one is pretty simple. Piece of text on the top. Left we have some text, and on the right we have an image. We had something similar like that over here, so we can copy this one. So if we come over here, we copy this 2-column, we can duplicate it, and then we can pull it down when we created that section. The only thing we need is just the header, so we can open a block which is a content section with some text. Maybe use this yellow one. This will be our header. Delete this headline from here, and then we will pull this 2-column, click on it, and drag it all the way down to our yellow section on here. Pam, pam, pam. Perfetto. Make it white. Or what color? Make it black. Sorry, make it black. There we go. The headline is orange. It says this. Let's just choose some orange color. There we go. This text over here is white. And the full 30 days is orange, as you can see. So we'll need to get this up in there as well. Make it white. And then the full 30 days we'll need to make orange. So we'll select this piece of text and just choose an orange color over here. Maybe make it bold as well. There we go. Cool. So separate it a bit. No questions asked. And then instead of this image, we'll put in that black or orange hand holding a percentage sign, which is this one, or it's a dollar sign. There we go. Ilya is saying my first money from web design. Can't describe it. Absolutely. I understand the feeling. When I was paid the first time, I was feeling like the happiest man alive. I made money just by sitting in front of my computer, and this was a dream come true for me. I always wanted to be location independent. I didn't want to be dependent on a job that you need to sit in your car for and travel, and it's like it's not good enough. I can do better. Just to make this section a bit like that. Okay, maybe this sizing a bit smaller. Awesome. I believe this section, yes, 2 more sections. Let's just get this over with. Let's analyze it. Sorry. Heading, some text, and then in the middle there is an image. So I'm pretty sure we can find something like that in the content blocks. So design blocks, content blocks, we have heading, description, and then we'll just want some text between. We can probably use this again. Or here, we'll take the headline over here, paste it in here, make it in the middle, bring it up like that, put it black. Then copy over this text from here, select the piece of text on here, and then paste it in here. Actually, I want to paste it like that. And then these sections I don't necessarily need. But I do want black text and an image in between. So let's just put the background to white and then pull in an image in the middle over here. And then this image will be our button. Okay, so we'll select the container holding the text pieces and the image and everything. We'll click on vertical center, bam. We'll choose our button, which is the yellow button that we uploaded earlier. Select update. Cool, cool, cool. It is starting to come together. Let's just make this a bit lower. And on here we have a signature and the PS are bolded. I know people will ask me, David, can you give this out as a template? I will not give out as a template because I want people to do the challenge in a fair manner. So that will not be possible to actually get this from me as a template. I don't want to make it harder for you this way. I want to make it easier for the future so that you learn from this experience. I don't want to be the person that gives you all the answers immediately. So yes, that is the thing. Cool. So we have that section done now. Let's just go on to the last one, frequently asked questions. We probably have something like that. Let's just go on and see something for the FAQ section. There are, why choose logo Ipsum? There are some questions on here, but let's just see if there is a specified FAQ section pre-built that we could use. The more you get into GroovePages, the more you design, the more you're familiar with the designs that are available, the more you don't need to look through. I don't usually use this design block section. I like to do things from my own, like design stuff by myself. But if you're using them, there we go. Frequently questions asked. Then you can do that yourself this way. Okay, cool. So on here we have a section with a background photo of some grass, and it says frequently asked questions. So let's just do that. Okay, there is a container with some yellow color in the background. We don't want that yellow color, so let's remove that. But the whole block, I want to put the grass image in the background. Hopefully we have it. Yeah, FAQ, there it is. We upload that. Cool, cool, cool. Let's just select it. Very nice. Frequently asked questions. Yeah, let's just make it a bit bigger. And then over here, as you can see, this is a FAQ section, but they have the same icon, like AQ, AQ, AQ. I don't necessarily want this because there is nothing that no extra value that it brings me. So I'll be okay without it as well. So I'll just copy over the content and paste it in this manner, like that. Okay, do I need to write anything? Copy, paste. copy, paste. There we go. Who is this for? Swap this over. And okay, so when we're copying it over here, it doesn't give us the actual dots over here. So if you answer yes to any of the below, you need this. Okay. Let's try to do something like this. Perfect. So what I did is I did a dash or a minus and then clicked space. What this did is it gave me immediately dots at the beginning, which are lists. So I can just press enter a couple times and it will become a list. And then I can just have a section like this. Let's see if we can do line height loose. Normal. Normal. Loose. Okay, so these are not changing the actual spacing, but let's just try using the actual spacing over here. Padding. If we click out, they actually remove the list. Okay, I believe I got it now. Okay, this is strange. Let's just save and reload. When we click on certain parts, it doesn't change. Eating healthy is a challenge for you. Okay. Perfetto. We don't need headline anymore. Let's just close that. So here is our front end offer. We'll probably need to work on because this is too blank, but we are working on this one over here. And we did a very good job, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching, we did an awesome job on here. For some reason, this is not staying. Let's just see if we can. Yeah, so we can modify this. We just need to click into it. Okay. This seems like a bug, so let's just not worry about that. Let's just leave it as it is. Okay, so let's just leave this as it is. Imperfect action, as I mentioned. This is probably just a bug, but doesn't matter. We can work around that one. How is this guide delivered? Okay, let's copy that over right now. Wrong button. There we go. Right now is bolded. Okay. How much? Okay. And maybe we could get this duplicated and then pull it up here. Like that. And this one as well, so that we fill up this space a little bit more. A bit lower. Okay, so is there a guarantee? copy, paste, and the last one before we put in the image. Okay. Cool. So we would probably need to work on the actual layout of the text and make it a bit more visible. Like these are all bigger pieces of text like that, like this, and so on. 1875. But I believe this is okay this way as well. 1125. 1125. There we go. If you work on your pages, just make sure they look exactly as you want it. But for me at this moment, I'm pretty okay with how it looks. Yes, definitely there is something strange going on with the whole section where we added on those dots. If we don't add on the dots, then it is manageable. But don't get into, oh my god, I need to do this and this and this and this, because it will overwhelm you, and that is not imperfect action. Okay? Imperfect action is when you go on and go on and go on, and at the end you actually finished. That's imperfect action. I will put on a bit of white as well here so that we can see more of the questions. And we need a button over here, which is just an image. So we'll put in an image over here at the bottom. We'll select our yellow image button. Update. There we go. Let's just pull it a little bit lower. Here we go. And then at the end, we have privacy policy, disclaimer, terms and conditions, and support. So for that one, I'm pretty sure we have footers that already have this content on it. So let's just pick and choose one of those. They're quite small, so I believe this one will have that. Yeah, so this is a normal block with 3 containers, but I feel that there is a different one that we could use for this. Let's just see, wireframe footer blocks. Yeah, let's just use this one. This is just a logo ipsum at the bottom, and we'll write out the text, this exact text, and copy it in here. Okay, perfect. Now make sure that you go in there and that you break the links. So you put in, oops, what's that? That's not what I wanted. You want to select it and then break the links. And when I say break the links, you select a piece of text, you click into the link, and then you put either a hashtag or something so that they don't link to some HTML file somewhere, or you just click on the actual chain button again, which will unlink it. Okay. I don't actually know what I pressed so that the countdown started. I don't want to test it out while we are live. Okay, from here we select it and then we press the chain, and then now we unlinked it. What I do want to do is put this to white and then this background to black. Here we go. Finito. Save. Ladies and gentlemen, we just copied over, and it took us a little bit of time, but we copied over our sales page from a product that we chose ourselves, which in my case is a healthy eating landing page, where you can see here we try to do it as close as it is with the content that we had. So if we would have gone and then designed everything, for example, these ones exactly as they are, it would have taken us longer, but we have these ones that we used instead, so that it looks a bit different, but it's still really nicely laid out. So that's what we did. Now let's go in and then put in the privacy policy pages. So if you have just a blank white screen, you probably want to get in the code and delete everything from there. And then we have the privacy policy pages as well given to us, where we will go and then change different things according from person to person. Let's just see when it loads. So probably I will put in, let's open terms and conditions. There we go. So here, company name, you'll need to fill this out yourself. The URL, website name, company name, URL, things like this, you need to fill out yourself. So wherever it says URL, then you will choose your own URL. For now, I'll just copy this over as it is, exactly as it is. And then we will design a page like this. We design one page like that, and then we'll just copy over the elements. As you can see over here, there is just a black bar with a logo and some orange border added on it. And then on here, in terms and conditions, everything is in a container in the middle of the screen, nicely laid out on the page. So let's just create our own page like that. So when we go into the blocks, we can actually take the same footer that we were working with. Footer, we go to logo website, and instead of this text, we'll just pull in an image onto the place. So image just in the middle, and we can now delete this piece of text. I want to make the background black. When I made the background black, I can choose the image that we uploaded previously, which is our logo, healthy eating. Select it, update, bam. We can resize it. So I have the image selected. If I click size, and I can resize it relative to the parent, then I can modify how big the actual banner will be. Okay. When we did this, I want to select the block. So make sure in the bottom breadcrumbs menu on the bottom of the screen, or up here in the style editor, it actually says block. And then on here in the border, I can put a bottom border of, I don't know, 3 pixels, which will be kind of orange. Like that. So let's just click off and then see how it looks like. I don't really like it. 75. Let's try to make a bigger border of 6. Yeah, 6 pixels, and now it gives us this kind of a border. I believe this looks good. Yeah, this looks fine. Then next thing is to have the text written out. So we need a block that will have some content on it. Let's see if we have something already created for just a piece of text in the middle of the screen. Not quite. Maybe this one over here. Just the first block with the black and then blue on it. We can make the text black and the background make it white. And this will be our header, which will be saying terms and conditions. And I will make this centered, a bit smaller. And below that, I will put in just a paragraph text like that. Pull it a little bit lower on the page. Take the whole thing and then edit it. Okay. We go back on here. It may look strange. Let's just see if we copy it differently. There we go. So copying with Control Shift and V, it is pasting in just the text without spacing and everything. When you paste using Control or Command V, that pastes in with the actual styling. This can be seen when you right click with your mouse. Paste is Control V on my end, and paste as plain text without any kind of styling is Control Shift V. And first time I pasted it, it looked a bit strange, but when I pasted it the second time, then it looked better. When you are modifying this text, I can maybe suggest you to open a Google Doc. Okay, when you open a Google Doc, you can make your life much quicker because you can search for pieces of text and you can just replace them with things like, for example, URL. You will just find the word URL and then you'll replace it with your own content. So I'll show you here. I'll paste in the actual content on here, and as you can see, for example, it says URL in this manner, and then if you want, you can copy it over, and you can go into, or you can press Control F. This will be search, find in document. Okay, then you can, this pops up here to find in document. You can paste in URL. When you scroll through, you can see how many times the actual thing shows up. Then you can come over here and then find and replace it with like HTTPS column / GrooveFunnels.com. Okay, and then you can click match case. So if it is a big, it will be matching that the uppercase letters, or if it's small, then it will be matching that one as well. So next. Let's just click replace all. Whenever there was URL written, we replaced it using GrooveFunnels.com. Okay, over here as well, GrooveFunnels.com. And this is a shorter way to actually manage this. So when you have, for example, when you have company's name, let's just search for that one. Control F just to find things. When we can paste it in, we have company name. You can actually change this. We have 2 times at the beginning. You can replace this with Groove Digital, for example. Okay, replace all, and then it says Groove Digital website agreement. Okay, so this way it gives you a quicker way to modify the site with these things that you need to fill out. So there you go, a short answer to that one. You can also search for different types of things. For example, mistakes that were done, as you've seen when we were in Chrome. In our builder, it shows that there are some kind of differences on here that don't actually match right, and then there is the dot, and then the next starts immediately. So maybe you want to get these ironed out in Chrome first, and then once you're finished, you can just copy it over from here and then select everything on the page, this text, and just paste it in. If you want to do this, and you just add on the spaces, and then basically it is done. Cool. So now that we did this, let me just actually copy it over for real. I doesn't remember the styling, but you'll probably, let's just try to do this. Let's just copy this over instead, and then continue with the next page. I just showed you how to actually fill up these terms and legal pages with your own content using Google Docs. Let's just have a look at the bottom. They have this footer, so maybe we can go in and save our own footer. The first thing I want to do is save the header as a header. And then I want to come on to a funnel page over here that we modified, and I want to save the footer because we already designed it once. I want to save this as a footer so that we have it for a reference at the later point. So now we can come back to the terms pages. And then we add on the actual footer over here. Perfect. Maybe just resize this to be a bit smaller. Cool. So now we are done. Let's just go back to this page, delete everything from here, and we can do this much quicker now. We could just take the page that we did and clone it, and then just change the content. That is also an option. So let's actually do this. And here I want to say terms and conditions. Terms. Okay, and on here I want to delete this and the support as well, because here we have the design, but I want to clone this, and we can now modify this with privacy policy. Like that, we can open the actual privacy policy page that they provided us, and we can also open the support page that they provided us. As you can see, we have some kind of a layout already in there. Please email us at da-da-da. Select this text, paste it in, increase the size of the text, which would be support@groovedigital.com. And then over here, instead of policy, we could just say contact. Awesome. That this block we can make a bit bigger, like that, and that's basically it. We need to rename it, which will be our support page. Support. So we have the terms and conditions. We have support, and now we'll just duplicate this or clone it one more time to provide the privacy policy or privacy policy on here. And then the actual content will copy over and paste in here. There we go. All set. Cool. That wasn't so hard. So now we actually have the things done. Make sure you actually fill this out. Don't leave it like this, URL and then company name and things like that. Just go through it, read it quickly. Where there is these types of brackets for URL, things like that, just fill it up with your own information. Make sure that the spaces are correct and things like that. Just a little bit of maintenance so that it looks and feels better. If you don't do this, you may get in trouble if somebody wants to take some legal action against you, because there is actually no content that you filled out for yourself. So this is just a quick steps that you can take. Awesome. So let's just save this one and let's link that in to our own pages. I also want to make sure that our homepage has a footer as well. So I'll link in the footer, which is over here. And then I can just put it to a bit smaller. Privacy policy. I want to link that into the actual privacy policy page. I will not be publishing my page, so I'll just come in here, do this privacy. You publish your page. Make sure you publish your page. Like choose a subdomain over here. Click the publish button, and then once you're done, you can link in your pages. And whenever you created a new page, we went in and then we changed the URL. So as you can see here, it says hashtag terms. Or not hashtag, it's /terms /support. So once you publish your page, let's just type in here logo. So it will be lemon.groovepages.com /logo /support. Okay, so then you would come on here, choose this piece of text, and you would type in https:// or just paste it in lemon.groovepages.com /logo. Okay, when you click enter, then this is now linked in. I didn't publish my page. I don't want to publish it, but this is what you would need to do in order to actually have that linked into all pages. Then you can come over here terms and link all those pages in as well. If you want, you can link it on one of these sites, and then you save it as a block or just update it. You can update an existing block, and then this resaves the actual block. So whenever you pull it in again, it will have the updated info on it. Cool. So let's just see with our content on here, set up the legal pages, and that's it. That was the content I wanted to share with you today. Whew, we didn't finish the upsell page. The upsell page has its own kind of a flow, but it is the same thing that we just did today. When you go out, there is, for example, in case you're using the same products as myself, there is an upsell page that has a full-on homepage as well here. This would work the same way, and you can also copy over some of the things that you already did on the previous page to use it. Like you see, this section is the same exact section. On here, there is a header with 2 columns. Each column has an image and a piece of text, and that's basically it. This part we already designed. You can just save it as a block. This part we already designed. This part we already designed. This part we already designed. So everything that we did can be really easily replicated. You just need to do a couple of steps in order to make this to work. So take some time, go through these steps, make sure that you did. If you are doing the same exact product, then you already know step by step what you need to do. In case you're doing a different product, you still know what you and how to do it. If you need some extra training or extra support, please ask in the Facebook group. There are people that would like to help you to succeed. So use that information, use that resource. Okay. Now that I'm thinking of some of the pages, let's just have a look at the thank you page from the first product, which is the guide. I would probably want to set that up right now as well, so that we wrap that up so you can follow. Here is a thank you page. Okay, so the thank you page is a page with text, image, text, button. Okay, and then this is just duplicated again and again. So let's just do this quickly. We already have the header, we already have the footer. We'll just need to put in this content. So I thought I will wrap it up, but I just really want to show you how to do the thank you page. So thank you page is sugar ebook. For the sugar ebook, we can just use this one. That's no problem. We'll just change the actual image from here to the sugar ebook, which is kind of ugly. That's why I did a different one. Okay, cool. So there we go. You can change over the text, like thank you, your guide to a healthier life is on the way, on its way. Okay, you're one step closer to what the industry doesn't and want you to know. Okay, that's basically it. You can change over the footer that we have already saved in here. And you can pull in this footer that we have already, and that's basically it. So now this is the first page on here. We can also pull in our own header that we saved. There is our header. Perfect. Healthy eating. Thank you very much. We have done the thank you page for the guide. Let's just go on and then do the thank you page for the actual opt-in plus main offer. This is when somebody gets the opt-in and purchases the first offer for which we created the sales page today. Let's just go in and see how the thank you page looks like on here. So we have our header that is already saved. We have our footer that is already saved. And this one we'll just need to create ourselves, which is pretty simple. So let's start with the ones that we have. We have our own header on here. We have our own footer on here. In the middle, we want a block that has some text in it, which I'm not quite sure if we have something like that, but let's just have a look. If we go into design blocks, let's just review all the blocks and see what we are working with. Could be that there is something that our designers created that we could use. This could be good. We could use this type of thing. Yeah, we used this already, and this is how we modeled our previous section. If you have a look, this consists of the same things. So there is some text, image, text. We need to put in a button. So here is some text, image, text, and then we can put in, instead of this one, we can put in a button, which is great. So we don't have to reinvent the wheel. So let's just bring this up over here. Thank you for your purchase. Copy, paste that in. Thank you for your purchase. On here, we want the healthy eating book. I believe that's the one. Nope. Could be that. Yes, that's the one over here. This is the main product. Update. This is 1050 kilobytes. That's 1 megabyte big. Probably, in case you're uploading these images, try to go and resize them first, or compress them first. 300 pixels. That's fine. Cool. So on here we want this. Actually, we don't also have this section. We will pull in just a paragraph text below this thank you. So paragraph just below the thank you section, like that. We paste it in, and then we remove the spacing from below the thank you message. And then we add on a spacing below the paragraph text on here, and make this a bit bigger. Cool. That's done. Download your core training and resources below. This we can duplicate this part and then pull it just below. Download your core training and resources below. Very nice. We can make this some type of an orange color. And add on some spacing on below that. Beautiful. So, healthy eating training guide. We can make this bigger text, make it bold. Is it? Yeah. This is in the middle. Maybe just to size it a bit bigger. Let's see. Nah, let's leave it as it is. Let's not try to do something funky. We want this text to be over here. There we go. And after that, we want a button, which is also an image. So instead of this one over here, we don't want this. We want to put an image, which doesn't necessarily have to be an image. It's just how it is done on the template. We can create our own buttons as well. We're not incapable of doing that, but we'll just follow how they given us the content. And then once we upload it, we can select it, and we have our own click here to download button. We will just put it a bit lower, and there we go. Cool. So now that we have edited that first section, I'll just delete all these other ones and then just do this. Like, I will duplicate them. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then on here, I'll just change the image. Here is the cheat sheet mind map. Here's the cheat sheet. Okie doke. Here we go. Cheat sheet. We want to make it smaller. Cheat sheet mind map. Perfetto. Okay, and then there is a resources over here. I don't know if we uploaded that already or not. There we go. Resources. Cool, cool, cool. Sizing, make it a bit smaller. Awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's just fill in this content, healthy eating cheat sheet. Let's get this. I believe this is the same thing. Simply right click on the document. Yeah. Healthy eating mind map. Healthy resources. Okay, that's done. We will connect the buttons at a later stage. We need to set them up first as products. A limited time exclusive offer. This can be put somewhere here. Limited time exclusive offer will be this section over here. And then I'm sure you're going to get a lot of value from the package below. Okay. And this is where we are asking people to upgrade. So maybe we can leave this section to be like that. I don't want to write these out. But we are offering them an upsell. So we are inviting them to call for the upsell one more time, where we would so this is the section that we are inviting them to actually get that that bigger package. On here they did it very simply with an image, but I feel that this is better. I feel that this is a better layout to the whole section. So let's just see what we could put instead of this one. I don't want necessarily a countdown timer, but let's just see. From landing, we want 17 minutes. Okay. Cool. So from when somebody lands on the page, we want only 17 minutes to allow them time, so that they actually rush onto this one. Here we will probably need to come up with some good copy. I will skip this in this tutorial, but I want to actually upload the bundle. I want to go on and show you also how I create the Canva book cover, as I promised you earlier. I know that this is now a long tutorial, but I want to do everything that I promised. This is about imperfect action. I'm teaching you guys. I don't want to save time. We have full-on timestamps below this video after the live stream ends. So in case you're watching the replay to this video, you can just click on the timestamps below and then follow through step by step to what we are doing. And then for now, I just want to provide all the content, and then people can use it as they would like. Come on. Okay, so this is the bundle. It probably needs to be compressed. In case I would go and compress images, I would go imagecompressor.com. Okay, upload files. I would just choose the bundle and then have it compressed. But for now, I'll just use it as it is. There we go. The bundle is loading in. It's quite big. It's 9,000. It's basically 9 megabytes, is it? Yeah, it's 9 megabytes file. That's why it's so big. We don't want that big files on here. So I'll just delete this one. Delete. So let's compress it, and we can save quite a lot of time, quite a lot of space on here. Look at this. Nice. Okay. So we're uploading an image. We're compressing it. Once it's compressed, you can modify it here with the options below, but it's not necessary. If you just want to download it, you can download that one, and make sure you're saving your pages all the time. This is the thank you page that we created. I believe it looks good. It doesn't look exactly as the one that we got, but I feel that this layout would work much better with the with asking for the upgrade than the other one. Let's see. Okay, download. So now it's 2.4 megabytes. It's still quite big, but it's compressed enough so that we can use it. My internet is really slow, so I'll not wait for it. Anyway, we saved. This is our thank you page that we have. We'll come back and then link it to the actual files in a later module. But for now, what we created is we created the opt-in page, we created the footer, we created lots of stuff, guys. We went through the terms and conditions. We have the contact us, which we need to rename. Or actually, this is the support. So support page. There we go. Here we have the privacy policy. Okay, cool. So privacy policy, support, and terms and conditions, that's all done. That's all being finished. And then we also did a sales page over here. We finished that one. We created a thank you page for the guide. And then we created a thank you page for the opt-in plus main offer, as you can see. So we did quite a lot, guys. This is halfway there. We have 2 more pages to finish over here. And after that, we'll just need to see how it all works. If we are happy with it, I would not suggest going into super depth on modifying it. If you want to have a look how it looks on mobile phone and just modify it a little bit. For example, on here I would probably just put in my own button instead of this image. On a phone it looks a bit funky, but just go in and see if you need some modification. For example, if I want to increase the size of this logo on these 2 devices because they're quite small, as you can see, I would just choose both of them, go into sizing, and then relative to parent I would increase it a little bit like that, and then it increases it also here. On the mobile I want it a bit bigger. There we go. So now I increase the sizing of the logo on the pages. It looks much better. You can do these types of customizations on your end as well, but because we used already pre-made blocks, most of the things will be good enough, even if you don't touch it. Yes, so now that we are done with this one, let me just save it. I saved it. Okay, we can go on to a free software again that I used for creating this mock-up for the book, or not. It's just the cover, it's not the full mock-up yet. Guide, here we go. Actually, it's on the sugar. Healthy eating sugar and source file. I created this this cover because I believe this looks much better than the other one that was created by the company providing it, and I used Canva. If you are not familiar with Canva, you should be. This is a free tool that you can use to design all kinds of stuff. If you look for different designs, for example, in my case, I just typed in I want to create an ebook cover. Okay, I use just this template. As you can see, you get ebook, and then I just changed over the image, changed over the text on it, and that's it. So what I would do is I would come onto Canva, create a design, and just type in ebook. Choose the ebook cover. It gives you the templates that you can choose from. And I went through, I saw the snacks, I just clicked on it, and then I changed the image, changed the logo, and that's it. Let me just do it in front of you. I found this this template over here. Then the next step, I went to photos and I searched for sweets or sugar or something like that. You can see also some of the things they offer you as well, like cookies, donuts, things like that. Some of these images are free, some of these images are paid. What I found is that some of the most of the images that I wanted to use are paid. In this case, I jumped over to Unsplash. I just typed in sugar, sweets, no sugar. I typed in sugar. I found an image that I liked, and you'll probably recognize it when I'm scrolling down here. This is just a donut image. You can choose any of these images. I was just using that one particular one, which I cannot find anymore. This one over here, as you can see, I just imported it and placed it in here. So I have the upload. Like that. I place the image in the background. Increase it to fit the size. Make sure that it is centered. And then you can just put this over to white. Like that. This section as well immediately looks better than the one that they offered. And then you just change over the text that you want. You have a pretty nice mock-up that is much better than the one that they gave me or gave us. Than this. Sugar is it the new enemy? The colors are ugly, the image is ugly. It's just yeah, so this looks much better. In case you want to put it on a book cover or something like that, there is a free tool that I can share with you. You can also use mockupper.net. This also gives you some of these, mostly for digital products. There is one that I use, which I cannot find now. I will link it to this document over here. So how to create ebook cover, which is Canva. Plus how to create a mockup. And then I will link in here the actual link that I suggest you to use. But for now, I want to share the presentation with you so that you have it for your own references. Lee. I'll make just a shortened link. Whenever I update the presentation, you will see the updated version on there as well. Let me just give it a name, shorten it. Come on, shorten. And then here, Groove iMac 2. Previous one was Groove iMac 1. This is Groove iMac 2. You can now have it over here. And for Facebook peeps, I'm sharing that with you as well. Give me just uno momento. And write comment, paste. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's basically the Imperfect Action Challenge module number 2. It was a little bit longer because we needed to go through step by step and design that page. I hope you actually will follow through. It is very important that you do in order to continue with the challenge. I did one of the pages. You make sure you do both of the pages. In case you have upsell pages and things like that, you would need to go through the process. You have 1 week, 1 full week until the next week when we will go and dive into to GrooveSell. We need to set up the products in the backend so that when somebody purchases, we can actually get those products delivered. We'll dive into GrooveSell. We'll also upload our products to our hosting. We'll make sure that the products get delivered for the people that purchase it, and this way we finish our promise that we said. You'll get this content if da 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 da. Also, we'll dive into GrooveMail to set up the automations, to set up the form, so that on the pop-up which we set up from the main page, if you remember, the users will click on the yes, give me that guide, and then the pop-up that we set up, it will have a form which will we'll set up using GrooveMail, and inside GrooveMail we'll set up the automation to send out the actual guide and the emails to the people that that take up that offer. Hopefully you'll come to the next session, which will be an interesting session for GrooveSell and GrooveMail. The designing part is mostly done. Make sure you follow up and do the actual upsell pages and the upsell thank you pages in order to be able to come to the next challenge. I will do my own in the background, but just take some time and ask questions. As I mentioned, post questions and then things like that with the hashtag Imperfect Action Challenge in case you did the challenge, and I will do that immediately. I will just take my own page over here from the funnel page over here, and I will make a screenshot of it like that, selected area, because I want to share it that I did it. Okay, if you want to participate, share it with the group on Facebook so that you did it. Hashtag Imperfect Action Challenge. Let's just do that together. If I come over here to Facebook, actually inside the Facebook group, we can put it as a post. We did it, Imperfect Action Challenge. And I want to encourage you to post more inside the group because once you post, other people see it and other people get encouraged as well to do it. So as I said, my internet is a little bit too slow today. We'll close up these things. Hashtag Imperfect Action. Imperfect Action Challenge. Here we go, Imperfect Action Challenge. We did it. Woohoo! I just want to have fun, and I want you to actually do this as well. So go out there, create it, and post what you created inside the Facebook group. Other people will love to see it as well. We have a little bit more time. I will put up a timer, and then we'll answer some of your questions for Q&A. So google.com. Let's just put up a 15-minute timer. Okay, there we go. Let's just, so it started. We have a 15-minute timer up there. Let's answer some questions. Vinjay is asking if we create an upsell page after order page, don't we have to create another order page to process payment for the upsell product? No, we have a thing called one-click upsells, which will have just two buttons. Yes, I want it. No, I don't want it. The people that click on the yes, I want it will get the upgrade. The people that don't want it, they will click the no. And in the back end, the system will process the payment automatically. It sounds like each product needs several pages. What does this mean for us free users? Melanie, I suggest you to visit the module number 1 of the Imperfect Action Challenge. There we explain everything. We went through the exact step-by-step of setting up our pages. As you can see, we'll have an opt-in page, we have a sales page, we have a thank you page after that one, we have an upsell page, we have a thank you page, again thank you page, we did the privacy policy, terms and conditions, and support pages. So that is basically the flow of what we need to create. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pages altogether. We did the 9 pages. We designed some of them. We designed 1, 2, 3, 4. We didn't design the last 2. So the last 2 will be up for everybody that took up the challenge. I would suggest you to go and watch the module number 1 video where we go through the process of actually planning this out. Question, please explain the process of bringing your images into the library. Helen, as you've seen, when we put in like an image from an element, you have this option to choose an image. This is where we go and upload the image. You need to upload your images one by one. As I showed you in the organization section of this training, we have these folders that we got from the products. When we go into those, we get the ready-made sales pages. In there we have the image assets, so we can just use these image assets and we can just use them to basically upload them and use them on our pages. So you need to upload them one by one, and then you can just select them from the library. Cool. When you design a new block, can you then save it as a design element? Absolutely. So when I save this block, then there is a star over here. So you need to choose the block section over here. And then here in this menu where you actually delete it, duplicate it, and so on, you have a star menu. Once you save this, you can choose create a new block, and then you save it wherever you actually want it to be, so that you can use as well. What can be done in just 3 hours of focused action? Wow, absolutely. If I wanted to, if I wouldn't have been talking, I could have done this much sooner. But there will be some of you that may take a couple of days to do it. There will be some of you that take 1 hour, 2 hours to do it. It depends. Just take your time, all of you, and make sure that you actually do the action. Make sure you finish. From 100 and something viewers and people that were watching the video at the beginning of this training, at this moment I can see 75 people still watching. I know it is a long training. It's 3 hours and 40 minutes, but the next trainings will be shorter. The setup of the pages is always the longest. But imagine now with a full, complete assets that we had on our hands, it took 3 hours to set up. Imagine if you go out there and you don't have a logo, you don't have your buttons, you don't have your text, you don't have anything. This is when the overwhelm happens, and this is what I want to do. I don't want you to be overwhelmed when designing pages. You need to start by modeling things that there are existing on the internet that you can start using for your own, and just build using those. Can you please recap how to link a video? I think you copied YouTube URL with video, but what if we want to use the video provided in the product? Absolutely. So this is the video provided in the product. When I open the actual page provided to me by the bundle, this is the YouTube video they had on there. So I just clicked on the video. So okay, I'm in the builder right now, but I can open it over here. I clicked on the ready-made sales page index. This is what opens, and you can see this is a YouTube video. Either you go this route, this way you just copy in everything that is after the equal sign. So in the address bar, there is www.youtube.com/watch ? V = everything after the equal sign you need to copy over, and this is the YouTube video ID. This is the actual thing that when you pulled in an element, a YouTube video element, you click to configure, and it says here YouTube video ID. This is the actual code that you paste in, and then you can start having the actual sales page video on here. Otherwise, if you want, you can also use an embed code element. You can use this element and embed a Groove video, which is a platform from Groove. I didn't want to go into this section right now. Maybe at a later point we can showcase that one, how to actually upload the videos to Groove video and then use those. But today I just wanted to focus mainly on designing pages and just putting them together. So that is an option for you to do. Should we redesign or recreate the video as well, or use the one provided by IDPLR? Any tools like Canva to create a better looking video as well? There are tools like InVideo, invideo.io. Okay, there are also other videos like Lumen 5 and so on. I have access to InVideo. I was using that, but I don't think that this is necessary right now. Imperfect action, do something with the tools you already have. Okay, don't go to the next step, and then once you actually have this up and running, once it's making you money, do whatever you want, improve it, test it, see how you can make it better. But for now, just get it up and running. Okay, Vinjay, I don't Vinay, I don't suggest you to go in and then customizations immediately, because that is the procrastination. That is where the procrastination happens. People would not go in and then create their own pages and things like that and videos. This is the first step. You need to have this up and running, and then you can make it better at a later point. Okay. Cool. Any other questions? We have still some time left, 7 minutes. Let me see. Do you speak Spanish? I don't speak Spanish, unfortunately. Hey David, love the details that you're going over the step-by-step process. Absolutely. Well, I'm trying to do everything that you could do, so you have all the information, that you don't miss anything. If you have fitness brand that you'd like to promote this under, would it be too much to also have your fitness brand appear on the page somewhere also? Where would you place your personal logo so it's not competing? If you have a fitness brand that you'd like to promote this under, would it be too much to also have your fitness brand? No, Keisha, I wouldn't do this one. This needs to be specifically on a solution. Don't promote you as yourself as a brand. You're offering a solution. You're offering a solution for healthy eating. It doesn't matter who you are. Okay. I feel that putting in your brand would take away from the main point of the sales page, of the sales copy, of the sales video. You can do branded things when you deliver the product. We hope you like the healthy guide by Fox Training or Fox Fitness. You can also visit us on Facebook, maybe on the thank you page. That is okay to do, because there the call to action, or the main point, the main focus is not on the product anymore. There you can actually upsell, and this is why they did it as well here, and this is why we are going to be doing it as well on the thank you page. For this page over here, we will offer them something else. I will not want to brand myself, but I want to give them a call to action to actually go in and take the upsell. This is what I will focus on my thank you page. But on the thank you page for the people that purchased everything, we will be able to actually brand ourselves, make them like our page and things like that. But that is for another day. Okay. Also, where did the Groove images come from? I haven't been able to find anyone making a page. Not quite sure what Groove images. Earlier he said he didn't like the book cover, so he made his own. Then he said that later on in the training he would show us which software he used to turn his graphic into book mockup. I think he forgot. I didn't. It's Canva. It was actually showed up a little bit later. Do you see my? Do you not see my questions? I don't see. Please copy them over here again. I'm trying to go up to see all the questions. David, what resource did you create the book cover mockup? Okay, let's just go over this together. There is a section here in the group which is called either Gold Nuggets. I believe it's Gold Nuggets. Let's just have a look. Inside this Gold Nuggets, there is Art, I believe, that shared this. What else? Yeah, here. Art Stevens. He shared with us a link, which is DIYbookcovers.com. And I want to put this on here as well. How to create a mockup. Okay, here we go. So when you actually open this page, and you can create your mockup. So for example, I had my my cover photo created in Canva, as if you remember, we did it together. I go over here and I can create a cover of a book like this one, for example. You can choose this or this. I will go with this one. I can click next. I will select my cover image. I will just click browse, select my cover image, click upload. Once it is uploaded, it is going to be shown here. Perfect. There we go. And we can click next, and we can download the free mockup, which you can do it by just selecting the PNG. PNG will give you a transparent background, and the JPEG will give you a white background. Okay, so if you go back to healthy eating funnel, I will change the book cover. Okay, so instead of this ugly image over here, I want to use my other image that we just created, and this is the PNG over here. Let's upload this one. It immediately looks better. Let's just wait for it to upload. Once we have it uploaded, let's just click select, update, bam. Secrets of sugar, they don't want you to know. We can also go in and then actually resize it by just clicking on the pencil icon. Once over here, the pencil icon, we can just crop it in a little bit so that it is much smaller. When we crop it out, the image will show bigger on the page. Okay, make sure we upload it. Okay, it is uploading, content saved. Click off, click back on it, and now you will see the updated aspect ratio. There we go. We can now select it, update, and now the book is much bigger because we deleted that extra spacing on the side. So this is the actual website you could use. I pasted in the link for you. So you go to canva.com, which we can link in here as well, which will be https://canva.com. And then you have the book cover mockup page, which is this one. There is loads of different covers that you could do. There is also composite, like multiple products at the same time. In case you want to create these types of covers, you can use that. You've seen how simple it is. You've seen how easy it is to work with it, and you can just go out and do it for your own. Does Groove accept all forms of payment that the CTA button image includes? Are there any forms of payment missing? So this group, okay, let's just have a look. Where is the here? American, PayPal, Visa, yes, all of these are included. From where to get started, please visit the module number 1 of this challenge. Cool. One more. Can you use this process to upsell to something like a network marketing nutritional product, or is this only for digital? You can do whatever you would like. I'm just telling you to actually set up a system like this to model this one, or something that you found, a product that you found online that gives you all the details necessary for you to set up a page. This is not for making money for the future. This is for learning for the future. Imperfect action for a product that you don't necessarily want to sell forever, but you just want to learn with. So Del, this is what I was explaining earlier. When you start learning piano, you don't start with your own composition, but you start with Mary Had a Little Lamb. You need to start with modeling something that is already provided, that you can easily see and you can easily redo on your own. And then this is the step I would suggest you to take. Cool. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I will wrap this up now. Our time is finished. Now go and do these steps. Looking forward to see your progress in the Facebook group. Hopefully you will share your details with or the screenshots and the actual work what you created. In case you get stuck, again, hashtag Imperfect Action Challenge. Make sure you post, make sure you ask for help, make sure you actually use the resources, the assets, the help, the support group, the community, everything that you can get in order to finish these steps. It's very important. Hopefully see you next week on the next module number 3, where we'll go and dive into GrooveSell. We'll be setting up the products, and this is the first step where we will be able to take the actual setup and publish it out so we can make money from it. Okay, so after the next module, we'll have something tangible where we can make money from. So take this week and then create your pages, create your basically from the assets that you got, create the pages necessary. Make sure your legal pages are changed. Don't use the URL in the brackets. Just put in and modify it with your own content in there. And yeah, just do these steps in order to be able to move on to the next thing. Hopefully we'll see you on module 3, and hopefully you'll share your progress in the group #Imperfect Action Challenge. That's David Lemon signing off. See you next week. Bye for now.